Jamal Murray. We had a conversation, John, about a month ago at this time, where you walked out of the room when I said, Jamal Murray. I would take Jamal over Tyrese Halliburton. Uh, I still stand pat on that, and I think Jamal Murray is just slowly raising his stock right now. He's built for these moments. He's a mother loving problem. All right, he is a problem, and you don't want to let that man get going. I know he had a slow second half, and Michael Wilbon talked about it in the halftime show, and I agreed with him at this point where he was like, Jamal Murray might have shot himself out in the first half because he had a freaking hell of you couldn't have a better first half, right? That's sometimes people's games. He had that in one half. So Wilbon was like, he probably shot himself out. Like there's probably maybe he goes for 15 in the second half. He went for 7, and you said he missed a bunch of his shots in the second half. So, and it was kind of a standstill. It was 58-55. So I was like, the Lakers are in a good spot right now. But where Murray didn't come up small, just took a step back in the second half, that's where Nikola Jokic came in and said, okay, I'll come up big in this time. I think he had 14 in the fourth quarter, if I'm not mistaken.
15 points on 5-7 shooting, and he also gave up 3 points at the charity stripe too.
Yep. So it was a tail. Murray carried the first half, then Jokic came clutch in the second half, and especially the fourth quarter. A thing that has been crossing my mind, John, the last couple of weeks about these Denver Nuggets is a young star guard and a superstar center. Now, where have we seen that story before?
The 2014 San Antonio Spurs.
Really? Oh, okay. I was thinking a different one.
Well, that team was different because Tony Parker was 34. And
yeah, I was thinking back in the early 2000s.
Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal.
Kobe Bryant, a young star guard. Not saying these guys are them. I'm saying young star guard coming up, right? Nikola Jokic, the superstar. Shaq had already reached his peak, right? While Kobe was coming up. Jokic has already kind of reached his peak. He has reached his superstar status. Murray is coming up right now, and that has nothing to do with his game. That was because he got injured, and it delayed his progression. But now you're seeing it's the fruits of the labor are coming now. So that's where the comparison for me of Kobe and Shaq, Murray and Jokic. Obviously, defensively, those guys are not Kobe and Shaq. Kobe and Shaq were all NBA defenders. But that's where I get that comparison of a young star guard coming up and a superstar established center.
Right. So when we talk about Jamal Murray, a guy that's third at 26 years old in the Nuggets franchise for playoff points, that's remarkable. He hasn't played in 3 years in the playoffs. But when Jamal Murray has been on the floor, in 2019, they were 1 game away from the conference finals. You talk about that Portland-Denver series, it was one of the best round 2 matchups we've had in years. The next year, they come back from a 3-1 deficit versus the Utah Jazz, behind the back of Jamal Murray outscoring Donovan Mitchell at 22 years old. They then go on to face the Los Angeles Clippers with Kawhi Leonard, a year off winning a championship with the Raptors, and Paul George, a year after being a top 4 candidate for MVP. The Nuggets go down 3-1, and with everybody counting them out, win games 5, win game 6, and win game 7. Becoming the first team in NBA history to win in any season 2 series while being down 3-1. Then go up against the Lakers in the conference finals, who have Contavious Caldwell Pope, not Austin Reeves, the other undrafted guy, Alex Caruso, one of the best defenses in recent years. And that Lakers defense still had a tough time against them, narrowly winning in 5 games, and a series that was close enough to go to 6 or 7. This year, Jamal Murray, coming off a torn ACL, shaking off rust, finishes shooting 40% from downtown. So close, 39.8%. An elite shot maker that goes into the playoffs and raises his points per game from 21 to 27. For the second postseason run, shooting 40% from downtown on 7 attempts per game. All the while being one of the most unpredictable and dynamic shot creators in the league. Brandon, what players heat up quicker than Jamal Murray?
I saw you tweet that. It's a short list. I mean, Steph, Clay, Dame,
Book.
Yeah, Booker. Yeah, it's a very short list. That might be the list. It's not a big list. I mean, you see the numbers. I think he's got uh how many first half 30-point games? I think it's 3.
Mm-hmm.
In this playoffs alone, I think it is, if I'm not mistaken. I could be completely wrong on that, but I think the only person higher than him is Donovan Mitchell at 4. So I mean, you see it. The it's unbelievable. When that shot starts falling for him, the confidence that he breeds is almost unmatched in the NBA. So, and like I said, I've been singing this guy's praises for a very long time, ever since the bubble when I saw that, and I was like, this guy is different. Um, and I'm loving that he's finally getting this main stage to showcase his skill set, so people can actually see where, people want to say this is Jokic's team, right? He's the best player on the court. Nobody's going to argue that, but he does have a Robin, and his Robin is no slouch. His Robin is coming up. I mean, I'm yeah, Jamal Murray is a bona fide star in this league as well. He has surpassed all star for me. He is a bona fide star. I don't think he's not superstar. Maybe not yet. Maybe he gets there, but he's not there. He is a bona fide star to Jokic's superstar. And I just think I'm so happy that he's getting the stage to showcase it. So I can't say enough about Jamal Murray. His skill set from all 3 levels of the court, in at the rim, mid range, 3-point shot. He can do it all at a very high level. Defensively, he's undersized, but he will fight you. He's not going to back down from a matchup. His passing ability is hella underrated as a playmaker. He can make great passes. I think he averaged almost 7 assists this season, if not 7 assists. And I just his field goal percent, his shooting percentages all are impressively good. I think he's like 45, 47%, 38, 39% from 3, 80 plus from free throw line. It's
In the postseason, he's nearly a 50-40-90 guy.
It's ridiculous.
47% from the field, 41 from downtown. And at the free throw line, he had the one big miss in game 2, but he's a 91% shooter.
Mm-hmm. I can't say enough about him. So hats off to the Denver Nuggets. They are NBA Finals bound. Obviously, I game 4, I don't really honestly care what happens. Like I said, I think the Lakers can win it, just from like a pride standpoint, where they're going to be like, let's just go balls to the wall and get it. But they can easily lose the game too, because they've lost 3 straight already. So this either ends in 4 or they go back to Denver and it ends in 5. So hats off to the Denver Nuggets to making the NBA Finals for the first time, right?
For the first time.
For the first time making it. Yep. So hats off.
But what percentage chance do you give the Lakers to come back down?
No, 0%.
I saw that on Twitter. You do not care.